What is going on to you Virgos out there? Hope y'all are having a great day. So please smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel to 100K. So please help me out. Shout outs to all you supporters. So for you Virgos, you have the Eight of Swords, the Unalive card, and you have the Four of Pentacles. That's my dog back there, just so that you hear all these noises, right? My dog's playing. But anyway, the my dog's playing. The Eight of Swords and the Unalive card for you Virgos speaks to a lot of you Virgos are going through your own spiritual journey, right? Your opposite sign in Pisces is actually going through a deep spiritual journey themselves, right? Because they got tired of being disrespected. And now you Virgos, which is the other axis of that, is doing the very same thing. The Eight of Swords speaks to how a lot of you Virgos are understanding that you don't have to take the nonsense that people really try their hardest to really give to you. A lot, and you know, and I've talked about this a number of times. You know, especially I'm not talking about a liar of a Virgo, right? I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about the Virgos that strive to do better, that strive to be upstanding. Because Venus falls in Virgo, right? We have a lot of problems when it comes to social things, right? Venus things, love, friendship, families, family members. We get blamed a lot for things that are really unjustified because we are who we are. And especially if we're decent people and all we want to do is love somebody, right? And because we're looking for someone to love, a lot of the times, people don't really take that very seriously, and they like to really break our spirit. They like to try to break our spirit. And I'm seeing that a lot of you Virgos are just not taking it anymore. You figured it out that you don't have to take that. Like, you don't have to, with everything that you Virgos really do bring to the table, a lot of you are wisening up, smartening up, and realizing that you really don't have to take this. You don't have to, be in the vicinity of a person that's going to single you out and give you a hard time, because Virgo represents singling out. It represents being treated as the exception, right? That's what Virgo is. So that's either way. That's either whether somebody is buttering up to you, or whether you are the exception because you've earned it, or because there's something special about you, or people will treat you as the exception to treat you worse for some reason or another than they would a convict who actually did that stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And so a lot of you realize that, I'm seeing that the Eight of Pentacles, the Unalive card, a lot of you Virgos are just, you're really cleaning your life out. You're cleaning the clutter out. You're just done with the dysfunction. You're done with what comes with that. You're done with the selective outrage. They're not upset. They're not upset when somebody's treating them like trash. They're upset at you for treating them well. And the Four of Pentacles represents a lot of you Virgos are just doing your thing now. I see that a lot of you are very much so just not really getting caught up with the narrative of Virgos is so bad. I'm seeing that a lot more of you Virgos are really doing what you want, like, getting more in touch with your hobbies, the things that you like, what brings you peace. 100%. I can speak 100% to that. And the thing is that, once again, you're just really applying more pressure, because if people feel like they too good to talk to you and all of this stuff, right? Because Because Virgo is more of a zodiac sign that has to do a lot of the talking because everybody else is entitled. Like, being a Virgo is not what most people think it is. People think that, being a Virgo is about like being pompous, right? Really confident, overly confident, and like bossing people around and like being a stickler for rules and finger wagging and all that. And it's like, no, what people don't understand about being a Virgo is it's a lot of work, actually. It's a lot of having to be responsible when everybody around you want to act like kids, when they when they want to act like they don't have common sense. Now you got to be the grown up in the room and tell people how to, teach people, grown adults past the age of 21, how to have basic common sense. And so, like I said, so a lot more of you Virgos now are finding your own peace. What do you like to do? And a lot of you Virgos are like, nah, you're doing your own thing. You having fun. You going to live your life. You don't care what's going on. Because the Seven of Pentacles and the Judgment right here speaks to how a lot more of you are seeing that a lot of people can't take it. They're looking for someone to, and I hope YouTube don't hit me with this, but they're looking for someone to oppress. Some people, you're really seeing how people are getting upset at you when you're not pressed about them, when you're not sweating them, when you Virgos are not playing into their games, and you're like, listen, kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya, right? Like, right? When you Virgos are just zoning out and meditating and, just meditating, and you're not chasing up on after anybody. A lot of people are upset at that. I don't know what it is about being a Virgo that people automatically look at us and they think that we're low class. They don't even know us. One look, you're low class. I get to treat you anyway. I get to talk to you anyway. You're this, right? I don't know where they get it from. I don't know where they get it from, fam. But they immediately point and assume. And it's getting a lot of people upset. It's getting a lot of people mad because now that you Virgos aren't sweating them and you don't care. You enjoying yourself? Come here, baby. Come here. No? Okay. But when you enjoying yourself and you doing your thing and not chasing up on after people, you're not giving them phone calls, you're not chasing after them, you're not reaching out to them to find out what exactly is going on with them, it's getting a lot of people quite upset at the fact that they thought that you Virgos would have been the one to reach out, because they think of you as being a mark. They think of you as being a moving a target with legs. You know what I'm saying? And that's not true at all. And the judgment now is, well, how come you Virgos aren't chasing up on after them? What's up? What's wrong with you Virgos? Are you Virgos broken? And no, as a matter of fact, quite the contrary. You Virgos are actually fixed. You're healing yourselves. The tower, which represents their world, is coming to an end. Because you Virgos, like I said before, you're applying pressure the correct way. You're not chasing, you know what I'm saying? Like, once again, like, people make all kind of assumptions about Virgos and they don't know what I was about to say. And they don't know what they talking about. They talk about how, and these are immediate assumptions. These are immediate, no actual evidence whatsoever, but they will assume that we're marks and that we're weak and that how many times have you Virgos been in a situation where the way that sometimes people treat you is completely contrary to what is actually going on here, right? They immediately make the assumption that you can't be the one that actually has something to offer. So they have to specifically give you a difficult time. They have to create conflict. They got to have a problem with you. They got to do this. They got to do that. They got to do all this other type of stuff that's unnecessary, right? Just right from the rip, right from Adam, from the jump, they got to give you an issue. And you Virgos are like, you Virgos who don't have a chip on your shoulder, a lot of you are like, where's this person really going with this nonsense? Because this person been messing with you from day one. Now all of a sudden you have all these issues. So the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Cups right here represents how a lot of you, again, finding your own internal peace. While other people's worlds are collapsing, right? For them, your world is building. It's remodeling itself. It's getting even better than the way that you had it in your own imagination, in your own mind, in your own perception, in your own life, your own experience of your life. It's getting better. It's starting to get better because you don't, once again, you're not putting up with the nonsense. You're not putting up with the, you gotta be there and deal with their dysfunction. No, you Virgos don't. You Virgos have other options. You have other interests. And sometimes the Seven of Cups doesn't even necessarily always represent a group of people romantically. Sometimes it honestly just represents interests, like the things that you're into, how you live your life, the way you carry yourself, the self-respect that you have, and the fact that there's 1,000,001 other things that you would rather spend your time doing than listening to an individual that has to make you feel like, you know, you're lower than snake spit and all this other type of stuff. When you're lower than the snake in the grass, you know, you're lower than ant dung and all this other type of stuff. And it's like, where's this coming from? You know, where's this initial anger coming from that's projected onto you? What is up with all of that? The Temperance and the Page of Wands now is about how, and you Virgos are having fun. You know, because there's also a play on like how, you know, oh, your world is going to come crashing down, you know, due to the fact that, you know, you Virgos are going to be out here dealing with so much. You Virgos are going to, you know, dislike the fact that you're going to have to be by yourself. And a lot of you Virgos, honestly, are like, whether you with somebody or whether you by yourself is irrelevant. You're going to be good no matter what. You don't need somebody else to make you feel adequate to be in a relationship with them, you know? So let's clarify the Temperance. The Fool, Queen of Pentacles, which is Virgo in the Minor Arcana. Two of Wands, King of Pentacles, and then you have the Ace of Cups. So this is what I'm talking about, to clarify the Temperance. Right? So the Fool and the Queen of Pentacles. I keep saying that, but the Fool and the Queen of Pentacles is about, once again, you know, many people who come to you, they don't know anything about you before they really start projecting onto you. You know, the truth is that, you know, they're dealing with their own cognitive dissonance. You know, they immediately assume the worst of you. You know, I've heard that a couple of times. I've heard how a lot of people have assumed that I'm just this mean-spirited individual. And I'm like, I've heard that so many times. I'm like, yo, what is going on, fam? I'm like, yo, what is going on, fam? I've heard that so many times hanging out with somebody, and it's like, instead of them say, I don't know what to expect, it's this narrative of, oh, well, I thought you were gonna be this mean-spirited individual, and I thought you were really gonna like terrible, but after I got to know you, you know, you turned out to be really cool or whatever. And it's like, so you just run around assuming that people who you don't know are going to automatically be an enemy to you without even getting to know their personality. So you immediately assume that. Immediately? You don't know, but you don't know me though. And then the thing is that that's the same kind of like cognitive dissonance and projection that you Virgos have had to deal with, and how the Two of Wands, you know, it didn't serve them. it didn't really do any good for them in the long run, because all it did was, when you Virgos, they all it did was it made them look really out of their mind, because they pushed the envelope, pushed it, became more disrespectful over time. And then when you Virgos are like, well, I'm not a couch. That's not my dog. That's them outside. That's not my dog. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you Virgos are like, yeah, but I'm not a doormat though. Now it's like, you were mean though. And it's like, but I'm mean for standing my ground. When you kept pushing the envelope, then you show them how they've been moving, and it's like they look goofy, and they're like, I didn't know I was doing that. It's like, you what you need to do is own up to that, because not owning up to it is making you look worse, because now you look like you're out of your mind. How do you not know when you've been messing around with the Virgos and getting on their nerves and pushing the envelope and doing more? And the Virgo has been slow to anger. The Virgo has been getting it right. Y'all been getting to know them. And now when you Virgos are like, yeah, but I'm still alive. I'm not a doormat though. Now they want to, well, you're terrible now. Now that you're standing your ground. Telling you, fam, some of these people, fam. So the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, right? Fam. Some of these people. So the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups represents you Virgos are determining what it is that you want to see. This nonsense, you don't, once again, you don't need this. So there's a lot, so there's a sense of you Virgos not assuming that somebody is going to be about something, but when they show you that they on some nonsense, you Virgos are clearing right out of there, because I'm seeing how a lot of you Virgos are not taking that, you know, this unnecessary attack that they have with you, trying to make an issue, trying to do this, trying to do that. It's not going to work for you. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Like I said before, there's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's a way to get a personal reading from me, birth chart reading, the books that I have on Amazon, as well as the merch. Go ahead and check it out. You know, check it out. Get something, get the merch, get one of my books, get a reading from me, all of that. Peace.